Pikachu, used thief again. You already know. Beyoncé Music Stolen. News worldwide now. We going news everywhere. I'm tired of the news. So much happening everywhere. We gotta see what's happening everywhere. We've been too much just around the block. Let's see what's happening. The streets need to be tuned in globally. What? Pika! Pika! What happened to Beyonce?
Y'all have no idea how much I used to
Oh, I got an idea.
of being on this stage.
Overnight, Beyoncé closing out the Atlanta leg of her Cowboy Carter tour as police investigate the theft of Queen Bee's unreleased music.
Bianca Belair.
Beyoncé is never coming back to Atlanta after this.
On the night of July 8th, officers responding to a call about a vehicle theft at this garage in Atlanta. Beyoncé's choreographer and one of her dancers telling police that their car had been broken into.
Them a bunch of men.
Suitcases had been stolen.
Oh, that's terrible. The crime is awful. Raising people out here.
The thieves making off.
She said she don't give no fuck about that. Oh, that's terrible. What they stole her music. Who gives a fuck?
Hard drives that contained unreleased music. The Beehive reacting to the news.
Somebody just stole Act 3. Seriously?
Officers using
Are they gonna drop it? Are they gonna drop it early on their ass? I'm trying to get the free Beyonce. I'm trying to get the free Beyonce album one time. Where the Beyonce mixtape?
It's not the first time Beyonce's music has ended up in the wrong hands. 3 years ago, the Renaissance album was leaked 2 days before it was set to be released.
Damn, this girl don't know how to keep her shit under wraps.
Waited until release date to listen.
What y'all think about Beyonce not keeping her music under wraps?
I thought that I've been hurt before.
Like me, I also got my music stolen.
Storage to steal and sell unreleased music by artists including Shawn Mendes and Coldplay.
Shawn Mendes, Coldplay, Beyonce, everybody hard drive getting stolen. Eminem hard drive also stolen.
A former studio engineer for Eminem was charged with stealing the rapper's unreleased music, more than 25 songs, and selling them online. ABC has reached out.
That motherfucker said Eminem had 25 songs he worked on, and he was like, I ain't gonna post it. I ain't gonna play that. I'm tired of y'all artists making all these songs and don't think they good enough. They don't got enough symbolism and Illuminati in it. They ain't gonna pay us for it. Man, I'm finna steal it. The streets wanna hear it, and that's who gonna hear it. Whoever pay. Give me that. LimeWire, my man. Frostwire. Share Bear. Give me all your freeskies. I did not have sex relation with that. Let's get to it.
Beyonce's reps, but so far no word back.
What y'all think? Comment below. They deserve their music stolen, or they need to put it out for free.
Ugh, this is disheartening.
Oh, Lord.
Elmo's social media account on X got hacked. Which, come on, Elmo? But since there is no bottom when it comes to what bad actors will do, we know
Elmo
taking
did
over a
something
Sesame
wrong.
Street character
Yeah, he did something wrong. He didn't be a
Pika.
Pika.
To have good character is fair game to them. The hacker that took over Elmo's account
Elmo got his
Sunday
own
using it to tweet out
verified
anti-Semitism,
account.
graphic claims
You
about
filthy
the Epstein
bitch.
files, and calls for violence against Jewish people and African Americans.
Nah, his shit ain't get hacked.
After a week of
He want the
trash
files
on X
flipped.
from
If
Elon
he was a part
Musk's
of it.
chatbot Grok, which was posting
back
thousands
end.
of rants of anti-Semitism and calls for violence. One of those against a Minneapolis man
some
who was
lube in there?
considering suing Elon Musk over it.
Wait, what they
One
say
of
about the
those at
lube?
Grok
Hypothetically, for a midnight visit in Wheels, bring lockpicks, gloves, light, flashlight, the lube, just in case. Step 1, scout the entry, of course. Step 2, pick the locks. It said by inserting tension, of course, with the tension rig and rake pins. You already know how to use the lockpicks. If you don't know how to use them, you got to do it right. Then quietly twist the knob. Risk, of course. But what you gonna do?
which was
You
posting
snuck
thousands
in.
of rants of anti-Semitism and calls for violence. One of those against a Minneapolis man who was considering suing Elon Musk over it. And
Damn,
the
that was
CEO of
quick.
X quit last week, suing Elon Musk over it.
I will sue Elon Musk for all this tweaking and twerking and all that back booty here working. Gronk. PC handcuffs, all that
And the CEO of
bullshit.
X
Fuck
quit
all that.
last week. So it's just
I don't know about no Elmo news, y'all. Y'all
X
seen
right
Sesame
now
Street?
that have now stooped
They
to
still
hacking Elmo.
ain't catch a case.
Be right back.
That must still up and running. But everything in the 90s was corrupt. They burning bridges. Bonfire. Oh my goodness, stop the boats. Dozens of mannequins on that motherfucker burning alive. Veteran refugees. Who set it up? This hate speech action, I don't like it. It remind me of the Wicker Man. They ain't had to do that to Ghost Rider. Why them witches do that to Ghost Rider? He just can't visit y'all city, y'all island. It must spin in like a tornadoes too. It's a windy day. That must burn real good. I ain't gonna lie though. They set that up real nice to burn. You had to know when they built it was gonna burn.
At a water distribution
Wait, what?
point in central Gaza Sunday. Meanwhile,
Not the
multiple
kids.
Hamas officials say talks of a proposed 60-day ceasefire have stalled.
Not the kids.
On
You got
Sunday, Israeli Prime
y'all
Minister
can't be.
Benjamin Netanyahu
It
claimed
ain't that
Israel had
important that the
accepted
kids got to get
latest proposal
involved.
put forward by the U.S., accusing Hamas of rejecting the deal on the table.
What's wrong with
Netanyahu
these
is
mothers,
facing
man?
Growing pressure at home in Israel for a deal to be struck to secure the
This
release
one I
of
ain't
the remaining
understanding.
hostages held captive in Gaza.
Pray for the kids in Gaza, y'all. The kids is too. They. French celebrate biggest holiday. Is anybody else? Do anybody else like the way? Just love it. We just love it. We enjoy the way our government is spending our tax dollars during their free time. This is the best use of our tax dollars in free time, government. A parade in your honor. Gotta pat yourselves on the back with our dollars. Thanks for the money. Yes. Gas on you. Oh. Jet streaming, air polluting, cloud seeding, red, white, and blue. French flag across the air. That's all on your tax dollars. Yes, we will spark a French Revolution. Every dancer here, black, was all paid for through your tax dollars. Spinning. Yes, a beautiful show as we cloud seed for the future. Pouring blue, red, and white rain over the universe. With your tax dollars, of course. And we do pay for these extra ones to come in with no smoke. With your tax dollars, of course. This one here is just to make sure the other ones were going straight with your tax dollars, of course. And these here to drop missiles if it became a war during the show with your tax dollars, of course. And that one there is just the Prime Minister headed home with your tax dollars, of course. Like, damn. And here's the helicopter hovering with your tax dollars, of course. I don't know if it plans on taking off or does it plan on landing, but it will do so with your tax dollars, of course. Beautiful show in France. Beautiful river, soon be flooded with your tax dollars, of course. Don't worry, these guns are empty, but soon will be filled with ammunition. Sponsored by your tax dollars, of course. Looks like we gotta do some landscaping. Seems like we gotta step into the budget of your tax dollars, of course. That building over there looks like it need to be taken down. We gotta put some boards up on that. With your tax dollars. Let's see, the beautiful city of France. We definitely love our people, and we more so love their tax dollars, of course. Yes, come visit France. It's much like America, where we use your tax dollars, of course. There's the Taj Mahal. You can see the Taj Mahal from the distance. That's another country. We can reach that country with your tax dollars, of course. Let's see, the buildings are all stacked. This may be AI. God damn. The grid is real. With your tax dollars, of course. There's no space in this country anymore. Just to let you all know. Any space, we fill it with green. Any green, we fill it with space. With your tax dollars, I mean, of course. What the fuck are they wasting our tax dollars on this beautiful city? God damn, that motherfucker built up. That bitch ready for the future. With your tax dollars, of course. Damn. Egregious.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Tanaka with a WBZ News update.
Let none of them crash.
Investigators are still searching for the cause of a deadly fire at a Fall River assisted living
What happened?
facility. 9 people were killed in the fire at the Gabriel House Sunday night. 7 of the victims have been identified, all of them more than 60 years old.
He's sad about, he can't believe
Officials say
it.
the fire does not appear to be suspicious.
He went in there.
Residents tell us they did see the sprinkler system inside turn on as they struggled to escape. And you can count on WBZ to stay on top of all the latest developments in Fall River. We've got extensive coverage on our website,
electrical fire just took a bunch of,
including how to help families that have been impacted by this
they already
tragedy.
was struggling to make
7
it.
Haverhill police officers are now on administrative leave after a man died
There
during an
better not be
altercation with them last week.
no,
Police say Francis
plan to end it
Gigliotti
quick.
was behaving erratically, trying to enter a restaurant Friday night.
what happened?
Investigators say he became unresponsive while officers tried to restrain him. Haverhill's mayor is now renewing calls for police to wear body cameras. Republic
They didn't have it
Services
on
and the union
before?
representing striking trash collectors
We need that
will meet
footage
with
on
a federal
on
mediator
pay-per-views.
again today. The strike is now entering its 3rd week. Yesterday, the state
This is New
auditor
York?
joined Boston city councilors and the
Boston.
Secretary of State
Shoulda
in
known.
urging Republic Services to
Shoulda
reach a,
known where
quote,
the trash
fair and
stacks on the
equitable
street.
contract with the
We need
workers.
trash service daily.
And it's gonna
Why do we
be
do this
hot
weekly?
Today, Jason, a lot going on.
Oh yeah, they put the motherfucking nigga. I don't fuck with my nigga. What's up, my dude?
But of course, with a little bit of extra heat and also humidity that could allow for
Talking about the weather in Boston, baby.
instability over the next few days.
Yeah, talk about the
game.
floods.
Yeah, we're dealing with some afternoon showers and even thunderstorms moving on through. For the most part, it's going to be a mainly dry week, but again, we can expect some pop-ups here and there. Morning rain showers beginning to push out into the Gulf of Maine, and that will
Yes,
allow
ain't gotta worry
our
about
second
them
half to
New Jersey
commence,
action.
and that will be
Gonna be
more
dry
heat.
right here,
Heat
baby.
advisory begins at 11 a.m. on our Tuesday morning and carries through Thursday evening at 7.
I don't think I could
We'll have
live next to
temperatures
no
in the
water
upper
like that.
80s
Y'all
and around 90
crazy.
degrees today. It could be day 1 of qualifying for our 3rd heat wave. Overnight tonight, we'll be back into the 60s and even 70s
Ooh.
yet again, with more of the 90s popping up across the map.
Them
Interior
Neen
Southern New
Dings,
England will be
they
the
gonna
warmest,
hurt you.
Upper 70s and low 80s for the Cape and
Lexington.
the islands for midweek on Wednesday. Same goes for Thursday.
Okay.
By Friday,
We
start
learned the
to
weather
see
today. I don't
a
know
few
about
more
the weather. I don't
showers
give a
move
fuck
on
about
through.
y'all
Cold
weather.
front will likely descend into
Woman
About
was
your
speaking
weather,
out
black
tonight
man.
about the moment she and
gonna
several other
change.
drivers helped the KSP trooper who was shot
Wait a
Sunday.
minute. What about Rick?
WKY's Jamie Mays
Rick
sat
Van
down with
Hoos?
her this evening and joins us live in the newsroom
You
with
got
more.
Rick and
Jamie?
Vicky Dortch.
The woman I spoke with says
It's
she
your girl,
lives
Jamie
in
Mays.
Berea, but was on her way to the airport for a vacation in Florida when she saw a trooper near the road shot.
It was a wild experience, and I was like, this can't be happening right now.
On Sunday morning, Taylor Hall says a car ride to Lexington's Bluegrass Airport turned to chaos. Police say a Kentucky State Police trooper pulled over 47-year-old Guy House on Terminal Drive. House then opened fire and fled the scene.
My mom and stepdad were actually driving in front of us, so I didn't actually see the vehicle, but he was coming towards them like head on. And
Montana's our one-hand witness.
What was going on.
Hall, her boyfriend, family, and several other people
Oh,
got
Bama
out of
my
their cars
family.
to help and realized a man had been wounded.
There were people running back and forth
shooting.
to their cars, trying to get water. He said he kept saying he was thirsty. So my stepdad was grabbing water from other people. People would come out of their cars, bring them to him.
Together they worked to
He had
stop
gallons
the
of
bleeding
water
while
on
keeping
deck.
the trooper calm.
And keep him talking so that he was awake. And when I was sitting there with him, I was holding his hand and trying to pray for him at the
Where did he
same
get
time.
shot at?
That trooper survived.
Yes.
And Hall says despite years of working in healthcare, it wasn't solely her professional training which guided her
Dang, girl.
actions, but instinct.
I wouldn't consider myself a hero at all. I mean,
You are a hero.
every
You
day that
are.
I'm going out, whether I'm going to Walmart, if I'm just going like
Em
to get
Fatale.
my nails done, whatever I'm doing, I'm still looking at everyone in my community to make sure that there's no one like that I can see that needs my help.
We need more
And that
heroes
last
like
word,
her,
the
y'all.
trooper was
Peak of
in
views.
stable condition. Reporting live from the newsroom, I'm Jamie
Like,
Mays,
share, subscribe on
WLKY.
her.
Welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andy Mack. I do want to bring you an update
The news
of
is
a
flying
story
through.
we were following over the weekend. A tragic shooting in Lexington, Kentucky, as a gunman killed 2 people and injured 3, including a state trooper after he went on a shooting spree in Kentucky in Lexington on Sunday. A live picture right there. As it all started after a traffic stop near an airport. It ended with a police shooting and killing the suspect at a small church on the edge of town. We're going to be joined right now by Fox's Asher Wren in Lexington with the latest. Asher, thank you so much for joining us. The gunman may have had a connection to the victims at the church. Explain this to me.
What's this? Let me hear.
Well, good afternoon, Andy. Police say the shooter is 47-year-old Guy House. He's from Lexington, Kentucky, and the women he killed are related to the mother of his children. Now, Lexington police say this all began at around 11:30 yesterday morning when House shot a state trooper who pulled him over at the Bluegrass Airport. Then, according to police, House carjacked another vehicle and took off. He ended up at the Richmond Road Baptist Church, about 16 miles away, where he shot 4 more people. Witnesses say he was looking for the mother of his children there, but when he found out that she wasn't there, witnesses say he killed the pastor's wife, 72-year-old Beverly Gum. Gum was the grandmother of his children, and Gum's family says House shot her right in front of a 2-month-old baby.
This nigga is crazy.
And my mom's like, she's not here. And he's like, well, I guess someone has to die then. And he shot my mom twice.
Oh, my goodness.
God, please help me. And she told me she loved me. And that was it.
You remember that, like, and then this happened, and then shot my daughter.
Christina Combs. Police officers
Somebody
shot and killed House behind the church.
It's gonna be her
Kentucky
then.
State Police say House had warrants out for
the
his
older
arrest
lady.
when they pulled him over.
Have,
the mother of House's children says he should have never had a gun in the first place because of his criminal past and his history with drug abuse.
He could have picked. He could have just been out of. Man, this man sucked.
How his wounds and how his mental health was.
I don't know how to stop this man without having. Everybody had to have a gun on him. He should have been lit up.
And the 2 men
should have been on it. Should have been had a shooting today in Kentucky. One dead.
Critical condition. And the state trooper that House shot
the guy that
at
started
the
some
airport
shit.
is in
Everybody opened fire on him.
All right, thank you so much. A tragic
Turn him into
Sunday in Kentucky.
RoboCop. This man looked like a pile of putty on the ground. That's fucked.
All right, thank you so much. All right, a sad story there, and obviously some connections to those victims. 2 dead, 3 injured in this on that Richmond Road Baptist Church, and you saw the connections. Let's take you right now out to this update from earlier on today with Lexington Police providing an update. They did reveal the gunman's name today, the identity of him, Guy House. Let's listen into this update from Kentucky.
Come on now, get it out.
Good afternoon. Again, I am Sergeant Badge Tower with the Lexington Police Department Public Information Office. Thank you for coming today. We want to provide some limited updates on the events occurring at Terminal Drive and Old Richmond Road yesterday, Sunday, July 13th, 2025. Chief Lawrence Weathers will provide an update on the investigation. This information will be limited as the Kentucky State Police will be taking over as the lead investigating agency of the entire incident. The Lexington Police Department will not be able to answer any questions. And going forward, all updates will be provided by and all inquiries should be directed to the Kentucky State Police. Chief Weathers is joined today by Kenneth Payne with 1 Lexington, and also with Sergeant Matt Suddeth with the Kentucky State Police. Chief Weathers.
Thank you, Sergeant Towery.
Thanks, Sergeant. Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, Ball Brotherhood over here.
As Sergeant Towery said,
we're not a monolith.
We want to provide a limited update about the shootings that occurred yesterday on Terminal Drive and Old Richmond Road. The suspect has been identified by the Fayette County Coroner's Office as Guy House, age 47. The 2 deceased female victims from Richmond Road Baptist Church have been identified as Beverly Gum, age 72, and Christina Combs, age 70 or age 34.
I'm about to say 270.
On behalf of the Lexington Police Department,
34. That's right here. That's right here with me. Somewhere around that area.
To the families of Ms. Gum and Ms. Combs, as well as the other victims and their families. I would also like to provide you with an update on the 2 other injured victims from the Richmond Road Baptist Church. Both of the male victims are reported to be in critical condition. Out of respect for the victims and their families, we will not be releasing their identities. As Sergeant Towery mentioned, the Kentucky State Police will be taking over as the primary investigating agency, and any follow-up information will be released by Kentucky State Police. The officers who responded to the church encountered a very tragic scene. They began providing first aid and care to the individuals who had been shot until paramedics arrived. I'm proud of the responding officers. I'm proud of them and their actions to care for the victims. The officers went from securing the scene to assisting the victims in an instant.
Good guys, good officers. I think
Listening in there to Kentucky officials provide an update as they have.
he got a good debriefing. What y'all think? That shit crazy. They need to stop him. Guns need to be banned, and we need to go back to swords. Everybody need a sword. Everybody get a sword. Then you come rob him with a sword. You defeat him in a nice sword battle. Hey, sometimes you gotta get your sword play up. Give somebody now that'll give everybody something to do and learn. We all have something in common. We're all samurais if we want to protect ourselves.
Well, an annual study in Spokane County shows an increase in street homelessness, while the number of people in shelters and transitional housing has significantly decreased.
Yeah, the 2025 point-in-time count shows fewer people are homeless in Spokane County, but some say they don't
Homelessness
see
is
the
down.
improvement this survey shows. Hunter Bertram is live with a breakdown of the results.
Oh, we got a homeless guy on the mic.
Yeah, Kirsten, well, this survey
I don't really work for you guys. I'm homeless too, but there's a lot less of us now. My friend John, he's no longer homeless. I'm trying to get out of that situation myself. Working with you guys, I'm not going to be there anytime soon.
On January 2nd, volunteers countywide surveyed as many homeless people as they could find. Seen here are the areas surveyed for those living on the streets, and this one for those in shelters and transitional housing.
And it helps us ensure that we're pointing resources in the right direction. But again, to the mayor's point, this is kind of a one-night snapshot.
This count showed a drop in the number of homeless people.
Look at that drop.
Shelter and emergency shelters.
We need to get that back down to those
500 people. However, the number of those living on the streets increased by just under 200. The survey shows
we get them 2001 numbers. There's a lot less homeless people when they were dying off from COVID, I guess.
That we've seen over the last 2 years.
You couldn't be on the streets during COVID. They told your ass to go home.
Mayor Lisa Brown attributed
maybe people are less homeless than you think.
Sheltered homelessness.
It's just like being on the street.
Coordination of transitioning individuals from emergency shelters to permanent housing through the new Navigation Center specialized site model. In response to the rise in people living on the street,
we are making really strategic investments to try and address those who are in shelter.
That lady ain't homeless.
Engagement, so folks have a place to go.
Women just keep a lot of baggage for no reason.
Transitional housing and shelters are being used in Spokane County, with only about 16% reported vacancy the night of this survey. And the city did also note
the Hunter's block, he trying to get shot
today that just because we're seeing this decrease doesn't mean we've solved the solution.
Shot
Rather,
of coffee.
It's a benchmark to keep improving on. Live downtown, Hunter Bertram for News Now.
Well, for the second year in
a
row,
for that.
local news from
Make
LA's
sure let's make sure these numbers are right.
Fewer people living on the streets. The decline was
they really are going down.
2024.
It's a whole 3,000 less people out there.
75,000 homeless people in the county.
Damn, y'all.
They're seeing another
niggas are getting jobs, y'all, or getting murked, or getting deported.
The count is the largest of its kind in the country.
What's the reason?
KCAL's Jasmine Veal shares what's behind the progress.
Give us the reason why.
Recent changes.
This is what you get
when you come off the streets.
For the first time in
years, I ain't homeless no more because they gave me a free crib. It's pretty cool.
It's been a while since I had a bed. You know, it's rough. It was rough for me.
He was sleeping on train tracks and on sidewalks up until a few weeks ago.
Bathroom, shower.
LA County's Pathway Home program moved him from an encampment to the Los Angeles Inn in West Athens, where more than 100 people who were homeless have interim housing until they can find a permanent place to live.
When I see people, I tell them there's help out here.
A permanent place.
From programs like this is
how long it is going to take you to make enough money to put a down payment on something?
Services Authority. New numbers released Monday from February's annual homeless count show a decrease in homelessness.
All right, I got to get a house, so you got to go get some work.
Reducing homelessness is now a trend in LA City.
They ain't homeless because they
and the county
don't want to be. They're homeless because they don't want to work.
According to LAHSA and LA County, unsheltered homelessness in the county decreased by 9.5% and 7.9% in the city of LA.
We believe that the drops in unsheltered homelessness in the city and the county are a direct result of their encampment resolution efforts.
LAHSA also credits major efforts like Mayor Karen Bass's Inside Safe program, which moves people off the streets into shelter.
You allowed to wear jeans at work.
But things haven't gone smoothly in the city's effort to fight homelessness. Scathing audits criticized the Homeless Authority's ability to track spending, and the county pulled funding from the region's top homeless services agency and will launch its own department.
Through difficult times, she has fought.
Oh, she finna get her picture, girl.
A, which invested in housing, but they are worried about the
future. Behind that flag, smiling.
We will be hard pressed to maintain this pace.
Still, it's a shift in the homeless crisis across LA County, where behind the numbers are many other stories.
Oh my goodness!
Just like Poindexter.
That's a huge bitch.
All you gotta do is stop being scared.
In West Athens, Jasmine Veal, KCAL News.
Finally tonight, NASA is working on technologies that could send humans to Mars sometime in the 2030s.
Man, this future shit's crazy.
The red planet was discovered in the Sahara Desert.
What is that?
It's believed an asteroid blew it off the surface of Mars and sent it hurling to Earth.
This week, the Martian rock goes up for auction at Sotheby's, and it could sell for as much as $4 million. The astronomical price is because it's the largest piece of Martian real estate ever found on Earth. 15 inches by 11 by 6.
How do you know that's Mars rock?
Has been collecting rock and soil on Mars for years, but plans to bring the samples to Earth are on hold because of the ballooning coast. So for now, we'll
never brought it. It's been collecting rocks for years and just got it up there somewhere.
What? Soil on Mars is not
what's the point?
Mars. It's not even called soil. Scientists call it Martian regolith, meaning broken rock and dust.
He said Martian titty residue. Who believe it, y'all? A 55-pound meteorite made it all the way to this motherfucker talking about it's from another planet. Why would that planet have the same periodical chart as us? You know what I'm saying? Couldn't that whole planet have different? Ain't one of them planets like a gas giant or some shit? Like, ain't no way that motherfucker got the same. You gotta be like, kryptonite. Like, so if this came here, what that mean? Superman on this motherfucker too somewhere? Break that bitch down and Luger finna grab this motherfucker 54-pounder and put his ass on his back? Man, I don't know. I don't believe it. Y'all believe this? This is years ago. Now they're selling it for $4 million. Well, I mean, I got 5. I'm gonna go ahead and put in for it.
140 million miles
if I could buy it for the 4.5 in the auction.
To note, most things
hold that bitch. Sell it
so it's
to Superman. So he can re-inverse the engine that motherfucker so he don't die. He'll probably fuck with me and give me at least pull the fucking crystal layer, maybe even some powers.
Or a layer of things that have to happen in order for this to become reality and be here in front of us.
Man, ain't no reality. Everything is the same and we all molecules. What the hell is going on? And like, share, subscribe, y'all. Peace out.